Good morning, afternoon, evening. It is Alexis Arcade, and today is a beautiful day to not be outside, but instead to continue our journey here on Dark and Light. I am joined by Fat Pengoo and Mythish. Mythish, how y'all doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. I'm all right, thank you. Penguin, how are you doing?
Good.
Okay.
It's my penguin noise.
Whatever that means in his penguin noise. So here we are. We've started over on our own server that we're hosting. I just put a video out on that. You can put that. I'll have a link to the bottom bar below how you can see that if you don't want to deal with the official servers. But what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about some of the negative reviews with this game that are quite funny because it just came out yesterday and the reviews are already like tearing this game down something fierce. Like, I don't understand all the hate for it.
People have been crying for like a year now for them to just put it out. Just put it out already. We don't care if it's not done. And then,
Yeah.
all right, we'll put it out. And then everyone's like, I hate it. It's not done.
Oh my gosh, the amount
Exactly
of
like
sheep,
that.
though, is insane. What do you have the spawns at?
I mean,
I put it all as standard, really. I put the gathering rates up a little bit.
Oh,
but
okay. That is a
sheep
ton of sheep. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I'm going to stay
not a lot of
up
people
here
running
for a
around
little
killing them, I guess.
That's true. That's true. All right, so let's go ahead and read some of these reviews. Do we want a logical review first, or do we want like a straight up stupid review first?
I mean, you
stupid.
mix it up.
Mix it up. All right, we'll do a
Flip a coin.
logical one first. This person has an hour in the game, and they said this game could be cool after more development, but right now it is true early access. A 20-minute dragon-flying loading screen on a current gen i7 with a 32GB RAM. The merchants don't really work when you want to sell stuff. The world is kind of bare. My starting dwarf city was filled with a few gliding NPCs until their feet remembered how to walk. Some textures were just poorly unmapped repeats. See broken rocks in the video. I've never gotten into Ark, but there's no need to compare or cry that it's similar. Feels like it's a mix of Ark and EverQuest, lol. Not worth it yet, but I can't wait until the year is up and it's something playable. P.S. I only quit because it crashed.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that, I guess. That one's not a bad one, I don't think. Except for
No.
the 20-minute load screen. Who cares if you have an i7? You probably have like a 50 RPM hard drive.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah.
You kind of cut out there.
I said he probably has like a 5400 RPM hard drive, so your
Yeah.
processor doesn't matter on load times.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway,
And I mean, the
killing
thing about the
sheep.
load the thing about the load time is it just like so many people were trying to get into the game at once. Like,
yeah.
I don't think you can yell about the load times when they only have an hour playtime, so it was probably the first hour that it came out, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my opinion on that one.
I just punched the sheep to death.
How many hits did it take?
I'm not sure, but I'm quite proud of myself.
I would be too. It was hard to get him yesterday because the lag was really bad on the official. I guess I'm gonna punch this sheep to death. It's a level 8. What level was the one you punched to death?
Level 8.
Oh, all right. All right. After I chase this sheep and punch it to death, we'll pull up another one of the reviews. I went through a lot of them, and a lot of them are pretty, I think, unnecessary. Oh yeah. Oh, that wasn't too bad to kill it. I feel like.
Hey Alexis, I got a rune of light for you over here.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Watching the sea sheep like roll down the stairs like a fluffy slinky.
Well, you know.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, you know what? I think I actually had one in my inventory now that I see that. But thank you. All right, let's put
Welcome.
this here. And then we will glow. Oh, so nice. So nice. All right, I'm going to pull up another review.
But here's the thing, like, he wasn't ready for early access.
Yeah.
Kind of acknowledged that. I mean,
Well, do you want a terrible review? This one's great. This one's
Yeah,
my
sure.
favorite. All right. Everyone listen. I'm a big-time gamer, and I give everything
Ooh.
proper play before I call it quits. This game is really bad. Please do not waste, spelled WAIST. Please do not waste your money and time. Graphics aren't great.
Hula.
What?
like hula.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Graphics aren't great. Controls are out of whack. Give you items without even using items. Probably worst game I've tried.
Give you items without even using items.
I mean, I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means. And worst game, I gotta buy that guy Blood and Bacon.
Blood and bacon.
Yeah. Gotta play Blood and Bacon.
God, that sounds awful by the title.
John Versus bought it for me and made me play it. It's like 99 cents.
He's quite sadistic, so I can
Yeah.
put it for you.
I
Yeah,
can't think
he's
of like
got-
the worst game I've ever played, but this
give
definitely
you
isn't it.
items without even.
I don't even know what that means.
So I feel like a lot of people's big problems is like their hard drive load times.
Yeah.
Their computers just aren't set up very well,
Mhm.
and then B, the lag on the servers is pretty bad. Like it's bad lag, but it's like even a fully polished MMO when it comes out is garbage. Like they all have issues, like all of them, always.
Yeah.
When you compare this to Ark was somewhat the same, if not worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ark didn't like try to rebuild everything. Like there's all kinds of cool little like quests and like level up paths and that this has. Ow.
I love that so much.
You know, so I don't know. I think it's good for early access. If you don't want an early access game, don't buy an early access game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
That's like getting okay, here's the thing. The price is only $25 right now too. Like if they were
Yeah,
charging
well-
anything more than that, I would be like,
A lot
maybe not.
a lot of people are whining like, "Oh, I don't want to pay $25 for an early access game." Well, then don't.
Yeah.
You know, wait. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you can't say no. It should be $10 for early access. No, it shouldn't. Like
They still need money to
Toyota-
fix it.
Like I can't buy a half-finished car from Toyota like 2 years early for half the price and then go, "Oh, I didn't want to spend that much, but whatever. I'll just wait till they finish making it." Like
Yeah.
you're still getting the full product eventually.
Yeah.
You're still going to get the full game. Like you are a sale. Like just know what you are. You're a sale and you supporting early, you're already getting it at like half price.
Yeah.
Like it's probably going to be like $50-$60 like Ark just did when it came out. Whether you
Yep.
agree with that or disagree with that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we won't get into how I feel.
It's probably going to go up. You are a sale, and right now you're getting it for half.
Yeah.
That's too much for you. Then just wait for it to go back up to $50.
Yeah.
Get it once it's done.
Didn't think it
But
would go that way.
don't get it. Get mad that it's what it said it was, and then give a trash review of it. Anyway,
here's-
next review.
Here's one that I find I don't know how it's not a terrible review, but I still feel like it's not like it's too critique-ish for anyway, I'll just read it. I'm bad with words. All right. Once game loaded, announcement from devs in-game started. Oh, once game loaded, announcement from devs in-game stated game is currently only 30% finished and read it like it was Google translated from another language other than English. Not a complaint, just passing along info to those who haven't bought the game, as that's the first time I've heard that figure. Loading screens took a solid minute to load with FPS dropping to 1 FPS. No PvE servers at the time of this post, as was advertised, just PvP servers. Was spawn killed 5 seconds after character created by a group of screaming mouth breathers. No way to disable voice chat, only a volume slider, and had to listen to a bunch of screaming idiots. Vital key bindings such as zoom in and out, toggle run, map, etc. all didn't work. Tutorial appeared and disappeared within 10 seconds. Character movement feels clunky and not fluid at all. Requested a refund. Graphics were quite subpar using a GTX 1080, but it's early release and I'm hoping they are still being optimized. May check back in several months to see if anything has improved, but it feels more like a demo at this point. Obviously, I don't expect games to be polished in the EA stage, but this feels like it shouldn't have even reached the EA stage. First of all, you requested a refund, but you want to check back in a few months? Like, that goes to what you were just saying about the price hike. Like, what if they raise the price in a few months?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's willing to do that. So, to me, there's nothing wrong with people getting it, saying, it's not ready, I'm not willing to play it, I'm going to get a refund, and check its development in a couple months.
And
Like, I don't see a problem with that.
To add, I have a GTX 1080 Ti,
Uh-huh.
and the game runs really smooth for me. I
Yeah.
have no sort of FPS issues or any sort of lag or any graphical issues. So, I mean, I guess it's sort of individual based,
Yeah.
and it's kind of unfortunate, but you know,
I don't understand, like, the way he phrased it, it sounded like he was saying his frame rate dropped to 1 frame per second during the loading screen. Like, who cares? A lot of games do
Yeah,
that.
I didn't even
Like what?
Yeah.
If you got fraps up and you're watching your FPS, like, a lot of games will drop during the loading screen because it's a picture. Who cares?
Yeah.
But
So-
Overwatch, like I go from 300 FPS to 60 FPS in Overwatch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's in the menu. not in gameplay. Gameplay, I'm between 200 to 300.
I'm sorry you can't, do your flick shots in the menu because you're only running 30 FPS. But
Yeah, and I have the 1070, and I don't have any issues with it.
I will say the wording, like he mentioned, the wording seems like it's in a different language. It was a bit weird.
Yeah,
like I remember,
yeah,
I looked at it, I'm like, that's kind of weird. I thought they were all English. I thought this was an English company.
I thought so too, but
I'm not sure.
The European. I don't know, but it was weird. It's like, we promise you give us money, we help you a long time.
No, yeah.
Like, it wasn't that bad, but it was something similar. Like,
yeah.
I have my game in German just to make sure.
Oh, look at you being all fancy.
Just to make sure.
You can, well, I'm drunk, so typically when I'm drunk, I'll turn it to German.
Oh, okay.
My operating system, Overwatch, Arc, Steam, everything.
That's cool. That's fun. That's like a party trick. If people didn't know you spoke German, you'd be like, watch me play this game drunk in German.
The British accent sort of puts people off, but I am German.
Yeah. All right, what else you got for reviews?
All right, how about...
Before you get to that, like, how much better is this on a private server?
Oh, it's way better.
Yeah,
way
like
better.
You're level 3 already.
Yeah, and I will be on the Pooping Evolve servers, guys, but we're just hanging out right now and just playing. So, but yeah, it is way better.
And it's not really that I turned anything up really high because I didn't turn up the amount of resources. Just the 3 times you gather it, but you're leveling up faster because you're not like lagging out trying to gather.
That's the biggest thing, because like I know people don't like the resource rates and everything. That didn't bother me terribly, but the lag was something fierce because it was hard.
I have to hit a bush 20 times before it registers. Yeah,
and
I think that's what was causing it. You're like, oh look, I'm just walking and it's gathering stuff.
No, because I just went to try that now though. I just got. Oh wait, no, yeah, actually, you might be right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was lag. It was like registering 20 seconds later while you were walking.
Bummer. That's cool though. That would have been a cool feature.
Oh. I hear a predator.
Something dangerous nearby? I haven't seen anything.
I really am trying to play this game like Ark. In terms of keybinds and food and water.
Yeah. I actually went... before we started playing, Myth asked me if I switched my key bindings to Ark, and I did, actually, while I was loading it. After he said that. I did switch him up. I got a great review here. Game is complete garbage. I mean, really garbage. Even the bottom feeders would pass on this game.
Wow.
Who are the bottom feeders?
You, Pengoo.
Like, do they self-identify and they're going through and they're like, well, I'm a bottom feeder. I think nope. He says right here I wouldn't like it either. All right, I guess I'll have to pass too.
Yeah. I mean,
really constructive. I'm glad he pointed out, the leveling system was flawed or something tangible.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
And then actually, I think there's another one. Where is it? Oh, there's another one. Don't buy this freaking garbage.
Don't buy this freaking... Okay.
Yeah. Lots of garbage.
I guess it's... I like garbage. Maybe I'm worse than a bottom feeder.
I bet it's the same person that's got like 3K hours on Ark.
Oh, wait. Yeah. By the way, these terrible reviews have like less than an hour played. So like they like their opinion doesn't even really count. Like you can't judge this game. What the heck is that creature in front of me? What are you? Are you gonna?
I mean, I definitely didn't allow an hour or below reviews to judge my judgment on this game.
So many of them.
I love Ark. I've got like 2K hours in Ark, and I mean, this game is similar to Ark, but it still has its own identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's very clear that they took the Ark framework, stripped everything off, and they're trying to build it back up. Yeah. And it's like, it's not done yet. We all know it's not done yet, but everyone was complaining that they wanted it now. They got pushed a little bit by the Citadel game that's coming out in a few days.
Yeah.
They got their coverage from NVIDIA at E3 because of their Ansel support. How gorgeous the game looked in Ansel.
Yeah.
It was the right time for them to put it out on early access. If you don't want early access, don't buy it.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And it's weird because I'm on both sides of this fence because I'm tired of people demanding early access and crying because they don't have it yet, and then when they get it, they whine and cry that it's not done.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also tired of the people that try to defend games like Ark. We're like, "Oh, it's still in beta. It's been in beta for like 5 years. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not an alpha. It's barely in beta. No,
And then
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
they've put out an expansion. It's no longer in beta.
Dude, the expansion I think is like at the point was like the tipping point where people were like, "Are you serious? Like you claim your game's still in beta and then you go ahead and add a DLC." But everyone's also saying that the DLC was just because they needed to pay off the
lawsuit.
Yeah, the lawsuit. And that's when this company bought them.
Yeah.
Was during the lawsuit, so
I wasn't even paying attention to the lawsuit day.
yeah, that's yeah.
Anyway, that's outside the scope of the video. What else we got?
That's for another day.
Yeah.
Here's one that it's
like
short, but it's like
blueberry.
not terrible. It's a not recommended. They've got 3 hours, but they said not recommended as of now. Great potential. Ruined due to greed. Would definitely buy it again if they fix things up, but not at the moment. Riddled with bugs and glitches. Very unbalanced gameplay. Bad tiering. You can't even craft a bed until level 10. Mobs like sheeps can tank more than raid bosses and MMOs. Go buy Citadel instead. It's a more polished and refined fantasy game minus their survival aspects.
I mean, that kind of goes back to what Penguin said. It's 30% done.
Yeah.
You know, what can you expect from a game that's not finished? It's going to have a lot of bugs. It's going to have a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But it has a lot of potential. Like, if you can see past the issues, then and you can really appreciate the core mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
And that's what really done it for me. Like, I was on the fence to buying this game after watching a lot of gameplays and reading a lot of reviews.
Uh-huh.
I really was like, right, I'm going to buy this game because the core mechanics I can really appreciate.
Yeah.
And with the mods being enabled, you know, like Ark, like if it wasn't for the mods, Ark wouldn't really be as popular as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to give it a chance.
More than an hour, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Even more than 5 hours. I mean,
oh
you know,
yeah.
if you're playing official rates, you're only going to level up so much in like 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're playing with friends, you're definitely going to enjoy it a lot more than playing solo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to get tired of the polish level it's at after about 20 or 30 hours. I'll put it down for a month and then come pick it back up again once they've got a few updates. You know, but for what they're trying to do, I'll give them $25. You know, because that's my perspective. I think it's worth it. I have the $25. If you don't have the $25 or that perspective, don't give them the $25. That's fine. But I like what they're doing. I like the direction they're at. I think it's an appropriate level of polish for where they're at in development. It's playable. Like, if I can play it for 30 hours, to me it's playable enough to be in early access.
Yeah.
For me, if I can get $1 per an hour of a game that I've paid for, then I'm quite satisfied. Really.
Oh yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, like, because Ark, I've got 2K hours on Ark, and I paid like £20 for that, and a pound per an hour, I've got way more than my money
Yeah.
worth in terms of hours.
Yeah. And that goes to the fact that they raised the price on the game, and I know we've all spent we've all gotten our money's worth for it, but I think the issues that they're still gonna have with that game when it goes into full release doesn't justify the price hike. But that's, like we've said, that's another argument for another day.
They dropped the price to try and intrigue others into buying it who were sort of on the fence.
Yeah.
I mean, like Penguin said, you might as well pay $20 for it now instead of paying $60 later. Done,
yeah.
when they come to fully release their game.
Yeah. I just hope this.
And I mean, a lot of it also comes into, do you believe in they're trying to make?
Yeah.
And I do.
Yeah.
But I'm a Star Citizen supporter, so I mean,
oh jeez.
Yeah. So I got pulled into that, and I believe what they're trying to do. I believe in it. there's a lot of development hurdles that were unexpected and maybe bit off more than they can chew. But I still believe in what they're trying to do, and I still feel like with the money they've been given, they've made putting forth a solid effort is something that no one else would do.
Yeah.
And they're developing technology that didn't previously exist. So I believe in that, just like I believe in this game. And like if they came out with another version of this that was even less polished, but a Pokemon version, I'd throw them like $400.
Oh, damn straight. Like, if it wasn't for my childhood, like Pokemon was a massive part of my childhood. And being German who could not speak any English, Pokemon was a big part of learning English. So
yeah,
that's cool.
I'd be with you. Throwing $400 at a game like that, definitely, totally.
And I would give them the $400 even if all I got was a loading screen. I'd be like, here, take my money, and please make this.
And hopefully it wouldn't crash and burn like Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so sad. We'll talk about that.
That never happened.
But I believe in what they're doing. I think they're doing a good job. You know, it's to a level enough to where you can see what they're trying to do. But not everyone believes in it, so don't play it.
Well, here's a review that this person played 0.3 hours. So what is that, like 15 minutes or something?
It's
20 minutes.
20 minutes? It's
20 minutes, yeah.
two... Oh, yeah,
Give or
math.
take 18, 19 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. It's
Anyway.
like 2 big paragraphs, and they start with, okay, so where do I start? I was very excited for this game when I first saw it, and now that it's finally out, what a disappointment it has been. 20 minutes, you guys. 20 minutes on this game. First of the
I don't even think I finished making my character and loading in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think so either. First of the graphics. On Epic, your character looks pretty good, but that's about it. The ground looks like it was from a PS2 game, and the sky looked extremely bland. Then the FPS. I have a really good computer with specs at least the recommended, and on Epic it ran like, I'm presuming they're saying Shiat, but it's like harded out, so they're swearing, and it does. Anyway, I couldn't even get a solid 30
Maybe it's Fiat. Maybe they don't like the way Fiat cars drive.
Maybe. I couldn't even get a solid 30 FPS. I went to the NVIDIA GeForce Experience and tried to optimize the settings. It recommended everything low, and the recommended resolution was 366 by 768. I have the recommended specs, and that was what the GeForce Experience recommend. That is just not acceptable in 2017, even if it is early access. This game has been in development for a couple years. No, instead of now, and I would have expected better. When I first loaded What?
The goblin.
Oh. When I first
Creepy
loaded a
little smile.
game and tried to make a character, the first screen you think you have to do is choose a faction. Well, what I noticed at first is that the text explaining the factions didn't fit entirely into the box, so halfway it just cut off. After I chose a faction, I came into the character screen, and the previous screen stayed there. So I had 2 different screens on top. They're just stupid. Like, I'm very disappointed in this game. I truly hope that it can prove itself, but as of right now, I can't recommend this game.
Just stole my shit. Just to shit over that review, I have a 1080 Ti, and I kind of get 70 to 80 FPS in game on Epic settings.
On Epic, I mean, I'm on Epic, and I'm about at 60 FPS while we've been playing. Like, I've had no problem.
Stole all my shit. Hang on, you better kill those.
I'm killing them. I'm killing the goblins.
The goblins stole your
They stole
stuff?
my shit.
That's amazing. See, how can you hate a game where goblins... I mean, I guess it's like the Pengos and Arg, but that's pretty... I'd rather a goblin steal my crap.
That's
God,
funny.
I have nothing.
He's already, the one with the bag's over here. I think the one with the bag is the one that stole it, maybe.
Yeah, they knocked me out.
Yeah, he's got all your
everything.
He's got all your stuff. Yeah, terrible game. Terrible game.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's funny.
It is really
Goblins
funny.
steal your shit.
Oh, that's so good. How could you be mad at that? That's way better than those nasty little dinosaurs in Ark that steal your crap.
Oh god, like Pegasaurus or
Yeah, whatever they are.
Love slaughtering these sheep.
Yeah, I just
a quick question: where do we get gold? Because I've got scavenged gold from barrels.
Oh yeah, so there's like crates and barrels and stuff that you can punch back in the city.
Yeah, I don't know if... Here's the thing. I just punched them all. I still need 2 apples from barrels, but I don't know if they respawn.
No, I'm pretty sure they do.
Okay, because I just obliterated all of them up there. But I love that review of 20 minutes of gameplay and
Yeah.
said absolutely nothing of benefit.
I mean,
at all.
there's been one or two that have good points, and all of the ones that actually present a solid argument of why it's not ready, or they say it's not ready for me.
Yeah.
I am not ready to play a game this unpolished. And here's the thing: if you have another game that you're playing and you're like, I don't know, maybe you're playing garbage Ghost Recon Wildlands or something.
Oh, I
And
took
you're
on
like,
a boar
I
and
just
I
want to
shouldn't
keep
have taken
playing that
that
garbage because I like torturing myself. I want to finish that game. That's fine. And, go back and play that game and come back to this one in a few months. But
Yeah.
Don't sit there and give it 1,000 bad reviews of this game's garbage. I don't like it because it's early access.
And all I saw was the loading screen.
And it could potentially hurt other people from buying the game,
And it could hurt...
in fact, actually hurt developers from developing their game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And there's people like us that are given $25 going, we want this game, keep making it. And you're stunting the development by giving a bad review for a game that's not even out yet, really.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even play the game, and now you're hurting the development of what everyone else thinks is going to be a really good game.
There's a couple
Once
reviews.
there's quest systems and, like...
Oh, God, quests are going to be so great.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. There's, like, a little, king thing with the throne and stuff. Like, awesome it would be to have Ark, and you have, like, quests and kings and actions.
Yeah, I do love Ark and everything, but I think the quests and everything is like what's going to take it to that like next level and what's going to make this excuse me, Hog. What's like so much better,
I mean, it's going to incorporate a lot of sort of co-op play, which, I mean, when you're playing with your friends, it's going to make a game 10 times better than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I played Skyrim, not Skyrim, sorry. Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
ESO, yeah. And, I mean, that game was a lot better playing with friends than playing solo.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And this game kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah,
and
I can see that.
You two and potentially others, it's just going to make the game 10 times better than what it is already.
Yeah, totally agree. Can I get my body? That'd be great. There's a lot of comments that were saying that like it's just a reskin of Ark, with even worse servers, which they did not know was possible apparently.
And yeah, I mean, I could see that. The one thing, probably the only thing that I would say that they really kind of effed up on would be the servers. Like, only 3 servers, and they're pretty garbage servers.
I mean, there's way more servers now.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone just needed to chill out for a day.
Yeah, and they were
definitely.
please be patient with us. We literally just launched this game.
Yeah.
Chill for a hot second. Whoa, what is that thing?
And they're a new company, too, aren't they?
Relatively new,
Like,
I think.
I don't know. I'm guessing, but I've never heard of them before.
Yeah, I've never heard of them either. I mean, obviously, we all know the wild card, which is obviously craze of Ark. And with them buying Ark, obviously, you can kind of suspect that there's going to be traits from each game that's going to be very, very similar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that's another thing I don't think people are thinking about. Paying to keep the development of this game is going to benefit Ark, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Ark's going to take technology that this game makes.
Yeah,
vice versa.
Yeah.
Definitely agree there.
There's some cool looking creatures around here. Oh, and I like that not everything like. Oh, it did aggro. No, though, don't do that. Oh, okay. It just. Oh,
You were
it's still
saying?
chasing me though. That the creatures are really cool. Like that wyvern didn't care that I was right next to it. The hyena does though, but like the wyvern didn't care, and I would have expected the wyvern to attack me. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, how do I get this hyena off me? How do I get the hyena to leave me alone? Oh boy, I'm gonna die again. But how about we can end on a positive review?
Okay, alright.
Besides
Sounds
ours.
good.
So this one, so far so good. I've barely scratched the surface. And by the way, this review was done after 8 hours in the game. Where all the other ones have been like 2 or less.
That's
so
more
after 8
appropriate.
hours, so far so good. I've barely scratched the surface of what the game entails. So I'm not understanding the negative reviews with less than 3 to 5 hours played. With a little over 5 hours gameplay, I'm just now building my first tier house. Yes, there is a lot in game that needs fixed, but nothing a few small patches couldn't handle. The game so far seems in-depth as far as survival and crafting. Graphics are as good as Ark, Rust, etc. Some visual bugs, running up the hill sometimes on a steep incline, you hit an invisible wall, kind of like I am now, actually, instead of slowing your character. This is early access and only day 1, so if you keep that in mind, please give the game a fair shake before posting negative feedback. All in all, I would recommend checking this game out, or at least keeping an eye on it for future updates.
Yeah, I mean that sounds more logical and well thought out.
Yeah,
that definitely hits the now in terms of my review of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
mine
can
too.
agree with most of everything he said.
Yeah, it was solid. That's a rational person right there. But everybody gets their pitchforks out, especially with it being like really similar to Ark and this company owning Wildcard, that they might be harsher because of that. Like if this wasn't attached to Wildcard, they might be,
It's funny. Yeah. So that guy has 8 hours, 8 hours in, and he's writing his review. I just looked at the page, and yesterday it was like 30% was the score, mostly negative.
Yeah.
Now it's up to 42 with mixed, because I think a lot of the people who were just retarded and wanted to just garbage after only seeing the loading screen.
Yeah.
They were the first ones, obviously, to post the review. Everyone else that's giving it a fair shake and actually writing an intelligent review, they're not putting their reviews in until now, or maybe tomorrow or later on down the road, because they're going to play the game first.
Yeah, and I hope in a couple days
keep going up.
Yeah, that's what I hope that it does, because like it is a great, like I've just, while we've been doing this, I've just been running around gathering stuff, and I've still had a great time.
Yeah, same.
Like
it's kind of that sort of YouTube mob mentality.
Yeah.
Where sort of like you have that massive group where it just shits on the game for the sake of it, instead of giving it a fair trial and giving it a few hours of their time to actually test out the core mechanics of the game, and then to form an opinion. Like Penguin said, you got to give it a couple of hours instead of just writing a negative review because it's not like Ark or it's not like this or that. Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
my favorite.
It has a lot of potential.
Yeah, exactly. But like just like and also like the mini quest right now, just like having us harvest and stuff, I think is just so fun. Like, I don't know, like having a direct path on how to, especially for like beginners who haven't played a game like this before. I like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like it. I've had a couple bugs with the quests. The one that it says collect 100 gold. You haven't gotten to it yet, but there's one that's like collect 100 gold from selling to the NPC vendors and interacting with the vendors and stuff. Once you make 100 gold, which by the way I thought was awesome that you can do that now. There's actually
you're cutting out
everyone trading in steel.
Yeah.
I'm certainly on 10 gold. I can't even find that.
Yeah.
I just beat that one.
It'll show you how to get 100 gold pretty quickly by harvesting resources. I think you can do it like once per. But anyway, I done that and I got like 300 gold because I did it multiple times and it still didn't register like a single
coin.
Wow. So I was stuck on that, and then I looked now and it just skipped over it. So,
all right.
I must have, for some reason, started to register.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me and voicing your thoughts on the game. I'm really excited to keep playing it and just see where it goes. Like we've all said, I really do think it has a lot of potential, and people need to stop crapping all over it and keep their mouth shut if they don't know what they're talking about.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, well, unless you have a valid argument.
Yeah, but not unless you've actually played more than 5 hours, I would say. And you want to be. I mean, I technically haven't, but I'm not.
And if you've played less than 5 hours and you want to say, "Hey, it's not for me. It's not polished enough," say that.
Yeah. Just be. Yeah. But anyway, all right. Thank you guys.
Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb. Exactly. Moral of the story: don't be dumb. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, let us know what you think of the game. I'm curious to see what those of you, if you guys are going to try it out, if you're going to wait a while before you start playing. Let me know what y'all think. I am curious to hear your opinions. And it will be on my channel. I said earlier I will be on the Pooping Evolve servers here shortly, so that'll be a thing. Hopefully playing with them at some point. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, leave a comment or a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. That way you know when I put out a new video. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye! Okay. Oh my god.